Everyone, welcome back to another episode of a new player starter champion series guide for Raid Shadow Legends. We are now in 2026. You've already seen some of the other ones up on the channel. We're talking about Kale and Ward Maiden, High Katoon, Apothecary. Today we're covering the Spirithost. Now, Spirithost is going to be a fantastic character for you. She's going to be a rare from the Dark Elves faction, and she's going to be your speed lead buffer and as well as cleanser for some of these situations that you're going to run into. It's very strong, being able to buff your team's speed as well as your attack power. So let's get right into it. The easiest thing for you to do is support the channel by checking out the link in the description below. You're going to get a free legendary champion as well as up to $200 worth of free goodies. And don't forget, up to 3 awesome epics as you level up inside of Raid. And be sure to use the code Desert Queen to get access to your new free legendary champion in the form of Tahana Rock. As always, this helps the channel out so much, guys, so be sure to check that description down in the link below and join me in Raid today. So why are we really focusing on the Spirithost? Well, that combination of speed buffing as well as cleansing is insane for you. It also is going to support you with attack buffs as well. The biggest thing to note here is that she's got a pretty easy to access speed aura, which is just going to be a permanent speed buff for everyone in your team as long as she's in your party as well. And she's pretty easy to farm. If you can get to campaign chapter 4, the Durham Forest, around stage 4-6, you can get in there, spend some time there, and get your hands on the Spirithost. Now, why do you want to have the Spirithost on your party? We talked about the aura as well, but that's not the only thing that she's going to be doing for you. Her A1 here is Reap, and this is going to heal a little bit based off of the damage that she does. So if you're using her in different scenarios where you expect her to take a little bit of damage, she can be minorly self-sufficient here while she's providing support to the rest of your allies. Her A2 here is Strengthen, which is more in the supportive realm, where you're going to have a pretty easy to access group buff for your entire team. Increasing the attack for everyone on your party might be something that you didn't really gain access to throughout other characters early on in your experience in Raid. And so having the ability to cast Strengthen on a 3-turn cooldown once you've leveled up just one time here, that lasts for 2 turns on your entire party, is quite nice. Her A3 is going to be the Dark Gift, which is going to remove all debuffs on all allies, which is fantastic. Usually a lot of characters are like a couple of debuffs, maybe 2 debuffs, or maybe like all debuffs off of one person. This is all debuffs off of your entire team, but in addition to that, it also is going to put a very powerful block debuffs buff on your entire team for 1 turn as well. So if you look at the 3 things we have going here, she doesn't have the speed buff itself, but she has the speed aura with a AoE attack buff and a 3-turn cooldown, and then in emergencies, remove all debuffs from your entire party and then make it so they can't get another debuff at all, at least for 1 more turn. And then after you've done her big supportive stuff, you can sort of heal up a little bit of the Spirithost with some of that A1 there. So where are you going to be using this Spirithost if you go into chapter 4-6 to farm her up? Obviously, you can get in there and use her to continue farming the story mode there. She's going to make your farm and your clears of the story just that more consistent and quicker, being able to give everyone in your party that attack buff, giving everyone a little bit of speed benefit as well. And then if you run into some scenarios where the enemies have abilities to sleep you or debuff you or stun you or just slow down your roll a little bit there, she will also have the Dark Gift, so you can just say, nah, you're not slowing me down today. I'm here to clear the content. So that is where she's going to be fantastic, at least in campaign. In addition to that, though, if you're early on in PvP in the arena as well, listen, she can help you be faster than some of the opponents that you're facing in the arena with her speed ally buff aura. On top of that, if someone's ready to rock and roll and debuff you, you can remove all of the debuffs and make it so they can't debuff you with the block debuff buff. Or if you're just there to cleave them out and make sure you take them out before they can even damage you, you can pair the Strengthen A2 attack buff on your whole party with the aura buff. Just go before everyone else and take them out there. As far as other content dungeons like the Fire Knight and the Dragon, you can cleanse, you can do good stuff there, remove the bad stuff. And in Faction Wars 2, you can probably find a spot for her. So what should you expect? You should expect to farm a little bit of that Chapter 4 story mode. you can utilize Kale or someone else to increase the speed at which you're farming her up, and then you're gonna have a very important character in your roster farmed up and ready to rock and roll if you do need her. She's gonna have a solid role, and you can take her out when the debuffs don't matter too much. Maybe put somebody else in that has some more offensive supporting elements. Maybe you need a reviver or something that we talked about in some of the previous videos. But she is someone who does hit 3 very powerful things all at the same time. Now, if you're looking to gear this character up, pretty easy. You can just put like the speed set on her, right? You want her to go before your other characters do, your damage dealers specifically. So you could put the attack buff on everyone there, which I like a lot. If you want to do some other stuff like put the lifesteal set on builder for DPS, you could do that when you're farming the campaign mode, so it kind of synergizes with her A1, but I would go for the speed set there. And when you're looking for main stats and substats here, gloves, you want HP % or defense %, right? Chest, you want HP %, maybe a little bit of res % there if you want. Boots, speed as always. And then other slots, you want to fit in some HP and defense, right? You want to have her stay alive so she can do her supportive role so you don't lose the aura, so you can keep the debuffs off you, so you can keep the attack buffs up as well. For substats on the rules for your gear, you want more speed, more health, more defense %, and then if you need some resistance at the end of the day, you can aim for some resistance there as well. So Spirithost is something that you should definitely go farm up if you're early on into raid. It doesn't take too long to get, and you can gain access to it not too late into the game. Chapter 4 is pretty early on, and you can have the speed mom on the squad. If you want to see more stuff like this, make sure you check the description down below. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a comment, and check out that link because it supports me a ton. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.